Hi guys, Tracy Nelson here, John the Baptist Wilderness School. Let's try to wrap this series up, try to summarize this series on stalking and still hunting. And we talked about slowing down. You got to slow down, all right? We talked about getting in your mind that you're hunting from the time you leave the truck. All right, I'm getting ready to head back to my truck, which is about a half mile, and I'm gonna hunt my way back there. I'm gonna take about. I'm not gonna stalk back, but I am gonna go slow enough to be observant. All right, we talked about using our vision being our best weapon. Now that doesn't mean you can't use your ears, okay? But we talked about focus vision versus wide angle vision. We want to see as much area as we can and pick up on movement, and then we also want to go slow enough. We want to look through vegetation, and we want to study anything that seems out of the norm. All right, and then we talked about the movement, the different ways to move your feet and your legs, and going slow, and how to put the feet down, and in the fox walk, we talked about that versus the stalk and move, and how slow that needs to be. And and then we talked about wind direction and topography and knowing the lay of the land and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you have to put all that together. You want to, especially, you're going to have to pay attention to your scent if you're hunting whitetail deer, and the wind. The way I determine where I'm going to hunt that morning, or where I'm going to start my hunt, is which way the wind is blowing. And this morning it was out of the northeast, and I hunted this blind here behind me, and I've got a beautiful hollow right here where the deer come down. They traveled from down this hollow, going off the side of the mountain, and I knew this was a good place for to hunt this morning with that wind out of the northeast. A couple more things. Footwear and clothing. You need to wear clothing that's not going to be loud. Okay, it makes a lot of noise when you're moving. Like I love the Carhartt stuff, that duck cotton. It's tough stuff, but it's loud. You brush up against something, and the thing that makes it hard, not necessarily that the animals are going to hear it, but it's loud on your ears, and if you're making noise, it's hard for you to pick up something else. Maybe an animal walking or running through the woods. Okay, so clothing is important. And as far as camo, I mean, I've got an orange vest on, so most of the time you see I don't wear a lot of camo. I do have camo pants on, but I'm more into something that's going to keep me warm and dry, and it's good survival clothes like wool. Now, footwear is important. I've got on some you see these Russell Moccasins company boots. These are called tracker boots. Now I will tell you what, these are not. They're pretty rough when it gets on snow and stuff like that, and even on slippery leaves. But you can hunt good in them because you can feel the earth beneath you. You can feel the sticks and the rocks and things like that. But I'll tell you this though, they're pretty cold. I mean, but I had these on when you see me stalking the deer that I shoot with a 30-30, and I'm on a hillside, and I just can't hardly keep my foot, and that's why I finally went ahead and decided to shoot that deer in the bed and not try to get any closer, because I kept sliding down the hill on that ice. So, all right, so that kind of, you also want to do something to cover your scent, as much as you can, because there is a scent cone behind you, and you can minimize that by taking care of your clothes, using some kind of cover scent. I put my clothes in a sealed up bag with pine needles and cedar shavings, because I mean that's two trees that are around here, and those smells are common, and try to get those odors out of my clothes. And then I also made a concoction of with pine needles, acorns, sassafras, and mint. Boiled it all up, and I spray that too, just to try to do something else to cover my scent. So that's just basic. I've probably left something out, but always remember, be safe. If you're going to stalk, wear your orange. Know where people are at. Know which direction you're shooting in, and where the houses and roads are, and other hunters. So you guys get out there and practice stalking. God bless you. Have a great day.